So, back with Josh. As per usual, he's cracked on a little bit. Just explain what you've done while we've been gone, Josh.
So, since the last video, we put the head back on. Manifold's gone back on. We've sent the injectors away to City Auto Diesel in Plymouth for the new nozzles to put on. They've come back looking quite tasty. Really well priced as well, City Auto Diesel in Plymouth. I had the new nozzles fitted, new washers and a bit of a refurb inside the injector, and the pressure set to 245 bar. All new copper washers, all new seals. I also got a seal for the fuel pump, which I'll go into in a minute. 97 quid, which bonus.
It's reasonable, isn't it, for 6 injectors?
The HX40 hybrid is now fitted. I'm just waiting on an adapter to come to adapt the back over to the exhaust. The
downpipe's just hanging down at the minute, so yeah, it does fit.
Yeah, it will fit. And then we're going to do something quite interesting with the snorkel, because obviously we don't want to go through a puddle and this happen again. So I bought some nice 4-inch stainless 90s, had some 4-inch polished pipe. The bonnet is going to get even more chopping. Unfortunately, we're going to have to think about how we're going to brace it a little bit, but we're going to go 90, little bit of a straight, 90, little bit of a straight, 90, and then up. The reason why we use 4 inches is because, so I'm told, anything less will restrict that engine too much. Unfortunately, this snorkel's got to go along with its properly manufactured plating through the wing, so that will be for sale, and that is the proper jobby. I found out the hard way with that one, so Guy fabbed me up a proper plate.
So Guy's going to make this snorkel as well, isn't he?
Yeah, Guy's going to make this one as well with some nice welding around it. I've just bought a nice RDX scoop to go in the blanking hole there, so that should do. So we've got to get it up and running. Got a little bit of a modification to do to the end of the turbo. We're just going to rip that off and weld on a 90 to take the original boost pipe fitting.
Again, that's Guy.
Yeah, and then we'll get it up and running, make sure everything's okay. And then we've got to go and take the gearbox out, because little been known to me a year ago when we did the conversion, the clutch bite's very high. Didn't slip, but it's just too high for my liking. I've done a bit of research into it, and I need an adjustable pivot.
You've already bought the kit, haven't you? It's
yeah,
something that you've known about. Just
I know
killed
about
your truck before we got to doing it.
Yeah, so got to put that in. So the gearbox has got to come out. So the clutch bite will be good, because I imagine with the new power this is going to be putting out, I'm hoping upwards of 300 horsepower, and I'm hoping upwards of 800.
And obviously, going to be making a lot more, massive amount more chunks of revs with this little thing. Do you want to explain what that is, Josh?
Yes, that's a governor spring. So at the moment in this engine it's fitted with 2,750 governor spring, and that's a 3,200 governor spring. Don't know how it's going to go, because a lot of people say, oh, you don't want to put that in, because I've already advanced the timing to letter C, which is on the gear. I've advanced timing already. Obviously it changes the rev range a little bit, and when the boost comes in, so it might be a flawed mod. It's a bit of effort to do it, but I'm thinking more revs per gear will make more drivability.
Well, and with the added, probably a little bit more lag on the boost, you want to be able to keep the boost
there
usable.
shouldn't be any more lag, because obviously it's the exhaust housing that's doing that part. Be very, and then we're going to go down the dyno and see what this puppy can make.
Find somebody that wants to dyno it, because it's
I
obviously
already have
quite cool.
Tuning Lab.
Oh yeah, tuning lab.
Tuning Lab
decent.
I said, so do you have a dyno that would take the torque? He said, yeah, we've got a dyno that will take 2,000 foot-pounds, so no man-made vehicle will break it.
Well, we can guarantee your diffs won't take 2,000 foot-pounds. So
diffs can't even take what it's got now, let alone what it's going to be producing.
Oh, so we're putting a diff in it straight after dyno day.
Might even do one on the dyno. Hopefully not. But no, future mods, when it's all done and we're back on the road and everything's hunky-dory, I'm going to start to look into Unimog axles or Nissan Patrol axles.
That's going to be heavy. Patrol axles may not be heavy, but no. Unimog axles will be well
the reason
heavy.
why I want to go to the Unimog axles is they got all locking diffs, locking tractor units, I've already got air on this anyway for the clutch and stuff, so it'd be quite easy to plumb that element of it. But how it bolts to the vehicle,
Got some serious fabrication, I imagine.
that's going to be some serious fabrication, and also looking into gearing and stuff.
Well, that'd be maths.
Yeah, that'd be a lot of maths.
No, I don't believe you're very good at maths, are you?
My favourite letter is caret. So, yeah, well, I'll work it out. It can't be that difficult. But yeah, so that's where we are at the moment. I'm hoping in another week or 2 weeks.
Yeah, it's not too much to put back together for the engine to actually run now.
No.
Just got to sort out an inlet manifold gasket. Josh has stuck the rocker covers on. Didn't get to paint them. Just got to fill it up, really, ain't you?
Yeah, injectors and injector lines and all that will be back on today.
Yeah, they're just on the roof. We'll do that in a minute.
I've still got the power steering pump to put back on. I haven't received that yet.
But you've got to take this pump off anyway, haven't you? To do this spring.
Yeah, the top element of it, I believe. I haven't looked at the videos yet.
We'll work out how to do it and do a how-to.
And then it's just turbo modifications. And yeah, fire it up. I don't see why not then. Everything's ready to go.
Do a bit of road tuning to make sure you've got rolling some coal.
Yeah.
Off to tuning lab.
Yeah, after we do the gearbox, then we'll be winding the fuel right up. So.
Oh, we best do the gearbox before it goes on the dyno then.
Yeah, it'll slip.
It'll probably slip, won't it?
I think it's going to slip the clutch with the power it's got. So we need to do the gearbox before I wind the fuel up. So do this, get it running, take it up to my uncle's farm, get the gearbox out, put that back in, and then as soon as the gearbox is back in, let's wind this little puppy up. And then many boosts.
Decent.
If it gets anywhere close or over 300 horsepower, I'll be buzzing. The same setup in the States. They're saying between 300 and 350. Yeah. A couple of lads on the forum said I should be close. If it's anywhere close to 300, I'll be really happy. Anywhere over, I'll probably cry. So stay tuned for that.
That'd be good.
All right, we best get going.
Yeah. Well, today's been a bit of an odd one. We had big plans this morning, didn't we, Josh, for getting a lot of this done today?
Yeah.
But today ended up being a bit of an odd day of having to go out, sort stuff out, nothing happening. So we just got back. Josh thought I'd try and take the snorkel off. So he's got, what, 3 Allen keys out of it?
Yes.
Loose. But there's a bolt that's so far in, you can't get to it. Can we see it?
Yeah, there it is.
Right down.
There is the bolt.
That on there. As you can see, it's behind
Many things.
and that. You can see the inside of the plate from this angle.
Yeah, it's pretty decent plate actually. Oh no. It's all going wrong. Oh yes. Yes! Could have just bought an E92 M3.
What would you have done then?
Changing shells right now.
And you'd have been miserable.
Yeah.
And you'd have a gay hydro handbrake.
Yeah. And women would...
Oh yeah, you'd have a gay hydro. At least the hydro makes sense on a rear-wheel drive car. But no, Josh has one on his 106.
Why do they make it like this? Would have been easier to take the wing off by now. Literally would have. I know a lot of the lads on the forums when they work on theirs just take the wings off so they can just stand on the chassis and work on them.
Probably is easier.
Probably is easier. It's coming. Sweet sound of
Satisfying
success.
noise of it hitting the floor.
The sweet sound of success.
And so have you just got the one bolt left, or have you got both off?
There's 3.
What?
There's another 13. So as you just saw, I just fell off. The review of the Cooper SST Pros are very good for grip. 7 hours later. It's off.
Only lost his temper a couple times.
Guy did a pretty good job of that.
That's pretty smart, that.
Yeah, that's done properly, that. I don't think we have to take those Allen key bolts out though.
No, it looks like those Allen key bolts bolted the plate to it.
Yeah, he drilled holes for them. So unfortunately, those holes are going to stay there.
Doesn't got to cover it.
Well, I think that thing that the in cut there is where the standard thing goes. But I've got some nice winds. You take your windscreen wipers off the back.
Yeah.
You put the plug in. I've got a few different sizes.
I thought you'd just checker plate it.
Nah,
That's what you've done with everything else.
checker plate for life.
Sorry, it's another short one. We had stuff to do. Didn't get that much done. Got the snorkel off. Hopefully, maybe the next episode, or well, the next episode should be finishing off putting it back together, and then up to tuning lab for a dyno day with how many other trucks?
2 or 3, I imagine.
Two or three other Cummins trucks.
Yep. See what power they're putting out.
Which is pretty cool.
Yeah. So if you want to buy my snorkel, leave it in the comments and I'll get a hold of you because this is worth bare pennies.
Sales advert. But yeah,
hopefully the snow won't
finish this one off before the snow comes, and hopefully just do some other videos in the meantime of all the other cars we've got, because we've actually got quite a few cars between us. So
yeah, well, I think we had a tally up. We should have 11 cars to
pretty good.
review.
Yeah.
With a new edition of El Puma.
Josh's Mrs. Racing Puma, so that'd be good. But yeah,
well, soon to be racing.
yeah. If you want to watch more from us, please subscribe, like, whatever you're supposed to do on YouTube.